86, episode 9. Goodbye.
Don't be
Live
acting all
reaction.
happy and shit. It's going to be depressing. No, I'm kidding.
That's a lot of them. Wow.
Fucking Christ.
Raise hell. Oh, shit.
Holy fuck.
Oh, shit. Ah. Savage. Oh, shit.
Son of a bitch.
Here they come.
Fucking Christ.
Yo. Damn, those things book it, huh? Oh. All right, here we go. Raid boss. Woo. Oh boy. Damn, dude. Oh. Oh shit, it doesn't even do anything.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
What did Slice there? Oh, it saved him.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, awkward. How inconvenient that just blasts that in front of his screen. It's like, put it in the corner or something. Can't see anything. You had to jinx it, huh?
I mean, we all knew this was a slaughter. Nobody thought that we were gonna win this fight.
I know, but
Whoa.
still, Jesus.
What? Oh, shit. This is new. Oh, shit. She wasn't supposed to come back. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, is that her?
Yeah,
Yo, let's go, girl. How'd she get that?
I don't know.
that would be the question.
I feel like he's not allowed, though.
She pulled some strings. I don't know what
Well,
happened.
yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn. Wow.
Wow.
They had this firepower the whole time. That's crazy. Damn.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got things going on with bro. Dude, that thing is huge.
Yeah, can we get a couple of those bombs dropped on the brother?
Yeah, facts, dude.
At least to crack that shell or something? Shit.
Oh shit. He's. Oh.
Woo!
Wow,
Damn,
that
this
is
thing
the most
like hella
versatile.
acrobatic.
Yeah,
right?
bro.
It's crazy. Oh shit, that's
Oh,
the
and
weak
he knows
spot.
what he's doing. What? Oh, come the fuck on! Why he's got jelly now?
Oh, it's got hands.
on, bro. How many fucking random ass weapons you got?
Yeah, bro, it's an elfin light all over again.
What the hell?
Or elfin lead? I don't know. Oh my god.
Just kidding. I actually am God. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
No, they're withdrawing because
Were those
somebody
the
go back
voices?
Shin up, bro.
I think those are the voices, right? I don't know.
Yeah, they're withdrawing because he thinks he's killed him.
He's just like,
Yeah.
She ain't playing games anymore, dude.
Yeah, it's either that or he dies. So, like, let's go.
Oh, is she gonna?
Oh, yikes. Oh, dear.
Damn.
Yikes.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh, he's protecting him.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Oh, she knew he was gonna do this.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yo, that was a slap of a lifetime. Holy hell.
That was hot.
They're duds. Oh, just to get him to eat them, I guess, because they weren't really going to blow up Shin. It's the only voice he hears. Wow. Oh. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yo.
Okay, round two.
Boom. That should do the trick. Hmm. Damn. Ejecto seat, cuz.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, did he protect him or something? Let it out, dog. You've been holding it way too long. Thank you.
Fuck.
Damn. That shit hits. Wow, not one of them died. That was surprising.
Wow, we really just like assumed that they were all gonna die.
Yeah.
Huh.
I want to know how the hell she got those mortars, though.
Well, now she's gonna be blind in one eye too.
That's how.
Mm.
Somebody had to change your conscience.
Fair enough.
Oh, fuck. Well, it depends on what you do next.
She's like, and we're dating, so. Damn.
I don't really know if you have a lot of room to be calling other people the devil.
I'm not really getting that devil vibe from her, though. Like,
She's
what?
kind of just playing that.
Everybody's
Yeah.
been like, fuck her. She's just finally doing it back. I ain't buying that.
Yeah, that was day one.
Oh, you're just telling her to go to that spot.
Flump.
Mm.
I'm confused. Are they attacking? You didn't bring a car to work? Jeez. So I guess they just went like off the grid. They went out of their natural place where those receivers can contact them, right? So they just kind of not ran, but they just kind of were like, okay, we're out. You know, like we just lived this battle. We didn't think we were going to. So I mean, we're just gonna keep moving forward.
They did, yeah. That's the combat ground 86. That's where they've all been.
Yeah.
So to leave is they.
I'm surprised that there isn't some sort of like protocol or whatever. If there's some crazy scenario, I guess maybe the Alba have never encountered a scenario where the 86 live past whatever that final fight is each time, you know, or they're 5 years. So maybe this is a first that these are the first 5 people to ever escape.
Well, if you think about it, like when Lena went into that library to like get all the intel on those missions as far as like what actually happened and you know all the reports, like, you know, maybe it's because it was set to like a montage or whatever, but it didn't really seem like it was like that hard for her to find. It just seemed like she needed to bother wanting to dig for it, and that coupled with this does kind of make me feel like a lot of the Alban government, or you know whoever's running this shit, like a lot of their plan hinged on the fact that like this mission had a 0% survival rate, that like we are assured that none of them are going to survive. I mean, fuck, in the last episode that we just watched, we were all sure they were going to die. Not one of us was like, maybe they get out. All of us were like, no, they got to die. They're all going to die. Yeah. Even we thought there was no way out. So like for them to have gotten a way out, it's like we are all in uncharted territory now. There is no, like, they don't know what to do. They don't have a border set up because they're like, why the fuck would we need a border? Nobody's going to live it. Nobody ever lives through this. None of these units have ever made it through this. And like, obviously that's a huge, you know, thanks to Lena, because I don't think they would have lived through it had she not come in with the support. But like, it's, wow.
Huh. All right. So they are just gonna set up camp and live, do what they got to do with their juggernauts and some ammo, and continue forward. I guess. I mean, it seems to be really then just the start of it. I don't know, unless they're just going to give them like this nice send off for the last couple episodes here. I would assume that it's going to go longer.
I feel like it has to,
right? I mean,
like they're literally like, "Hey, we're going into uncharted territory."
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be.
I think that the next steps would be figuring out like the real truth behind the Legion. I think would be a big one for me, right? Because the fact that they take the souls or whatever, or the brains of these people and just kind of like use them to navigate their armies and all this kind of crap. Like, what's the deal? Like, is this a neighboring nation that's sending these things? I don't know. It doesn't seem like that. It almost seems like this artificial intelligence has its mind of its own and is attacking, and who knows what the reasons are. I don't know, but that's really what I'm trying to find out here at this point, because it just seems like the Legion are shrouded in quite a bit of mystery here. So,
I mean, I wonder if it's what it is they want from the, you know, like what it is they want from the Alba, you know, in terms of like why they're fighting to get, you know, why they're fighting to get whatever it is they want. Like if it's just domination, like they just want to take over everything. Because one of them, I think it was a lieutenant, remember it was Shin, was talking about the fact that his brother was a shepherd for them. Yeah. Basically, you know, when they kill these people, they take their brains and utilize them, but most of them are so damaged that really all they get is like the mindless drone type thing. Sure. But that Shin's brother's brain was so, you know, was in such good condition that they could utilize it like a shepherd to sort of round up and command the other units. And Shin said that when the shepherds die, the Legion are all scrambled for a little bit of time, and then I guess presumably they come back together, or you know, or maybe it's just like they're still fighting them on this front, but they all still kind of remain like the mindless, individual drones until they get like a new brain to use as a shepherd. But yeah, I would definitely want to find out like what their ultimate goal is. Like what, you know, are they just going until, you know, the lights go out for everybody? Are they trying to like conquer the Alba specifically for something? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't think they have any beef with the 86. I think the 86 are just the ones that are being thrown in front of them to shoot. But
the more I think about it, dude, the more I think that actually the Alba are the ones
1984.
controlling the Legion.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
actually think that the Alba are attacking themselves, and that they're never really going to get infiltrated, and that they're throwing these like weird lies out there that it's like, oh, it's just going to be 2 years, and they're going to shut down, so we got to defend.
As a way to wipe out the 86.
As a way to like purify, you know, their nation. And to just like keep this constant warring going on so that the people are like left in this state of control and they could just use these 86 as expendables, because the reason that I really think that now is because of what we saw with this mortar firepower, because that Legion, that army of Legion was the biggest we've ever seen and like filled the entire map full of like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of these things, maybe even thousands. And granted, she had to use the eye thing, right? So that's a big deal. And fair enough, I guess. I don't know, you know, because he said her uncle's like, oh, they have to be reloaded, which means people have to be there. But what's interesting now is that when her friend got the control systems, it seemed as if there wasn't a need for people to be there, right? Because it's not like Lena went around. She's like, hey, I'm looking for volunteers to reload these mortars on the battlefield. You guys down for it? Like, she literally only talked to her, which means that the Alba were not out on the field, which means that the mortars technically don't need to be manned and controlled in the sense that we thought they were, right? They could shoot them from like really far away. So, and they just like wiped out all the Legion in like 3 rounds, they were done, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, if you're packing that kind of firepower with a check on a laptop, you know what I mean? Like undercover, like, I don't know if these Legions actually even present like a real threat of breaking into the city if you didn't want them to, which makes me think that they're just sending these dudes out there.
I mean, I think that's the other thing that because what I was saying last episode is I don't think there's any inherent risk to the people of Alba to be manning the bombs if they don't want it to be. Like, I think it's all like, you know, again, them being like, oh, we can't use the bombs because we got to, it's like, they're lying. Like, they don't. They can all be manned remotely, and like nobody has to get hurt.
Not even that, but none of the battles make sense if it's otherwise, because what Legion would have a force of troops that once their shepherd dies, their whole army is disshuffled? Like, they would be from a militaristic standpoint, none of the attacks make sense, and none of who's leading makes sense. And not to mention, for the Alba, with sending them on missions to die, how would they know that sending them on said mission would die unless they are the ones who were directly facilitating said missions? Especially for the last one, it's like, yeah, it has 0% chance they know that because they're the one filling the battlefield. Like, you wouldn't know that the enemy has this whole army there on standby 24/7 that we're going to feed you to. Like all of the missions are literally curtailed for these people, and once they reach a certain timeline, they are sent to die.
Plus,
and
again,
unless they're working with the enemy, they wouldn't know that the mission would be sent for them to die.
The hesitancy to add reinforcements to the squad and the willingness to send them out in such a small stretch as they were, you know, all curtails to the fact that they were trying everything in their power to make sure that they died and that they wouldn't come back from this mission.
The enemy doesn't make sense either, because it seems to be like strictly this AI hive mind, right? Yep. Which, you know, theoretically you'd have to be like, okay, well, there had to have been someone who had built these and have programmed them to then now learn on their own or whatever. So you could argue that another nation had built these and then sent them. But based off some of the things that we were saying, like how particular some of these battles are and how they have so much firepower to seemingly deal with these en masse to begin with, it makes me just think that it's like they probably made these things on their own and then have them attacking the city, which at this point I think they genuinely are. Like, maybe they're controlling a lot of them, but like maybe some of the ones that have gained some sort of sentiency, like the shepherds and stuff like that, like maybe there is an element of it where it's like they made these things and then they kind of got out of control. So like they genuinely do have to fend them off. But like, I don't know. It seems like they don't have as much of a problem as I initially thought with defending themselves based off that mortar shower shot, because that was just like ridiculous. I
don't know though, because it could all also be operating off the, you know, just like the pretense of like who, not everybody having all the pieces to this, right? Because like Lena's shitty friend was when they were going over the whole semantics of like how the parent read system works. It was built on experimenting on people to sort of like isolate that ability that they had to communicate with each other throughout talking. So maybe there's something to be said for these Legion aren't being directly controlled like right now actively by the Alba, but that they are a result of these experimentations gone wrong and have now gained some sort of side, version of sentience. And like, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Mass Effect, like the video games.
I know of them. I'm not really in on the lore though.
Okay. Well, in the games, there's a group of, funny enough, there's a group of synthetics that are created to help this other species called Quarians and like just, help them support and like live and help them thrive. But through a couple of, story incidents, the Quarians, the original creators, end up turning on this group of synthetics, robots. And these robots are called the Legion. And they end up, getting isolated from their creators onto another planet. And it turns out to be this whole like galactic conflict and stuff. But I could see a similar situation like that where these Legion were created initially, maybe even to help the Alba and advance them even further. But like we saw through the human experimentation, some shit went wrong. People were doing stuff they weren't supposed to, yada, yada. And now the Legion sort of exist on their own as this like one-off, collection of sentience. And so that could abide to why the whole, when they lose a shepherd, they kind of get because like they're not a military organization. They're this group of like sentient machines that like is just trying to figure out how the fuck to exist in the world.
Sure.
And maybe this like them attacking Alba again isn't so much like we want to kill you because we're evil, but it's like you guys started this shit. We wouldn't be here and exist if it wasn't for you. Like finish what you start, fix the wrongs you made type thing.
Which would make sense, but there has to be a benefit for the Albas for letting the Legion live. Because like what Ian said, they pretty easily can just smear them off of existence if they wanted to. So I do see what you're saying, although I do feel like the Alba does benefit in some way by having the Legion around. Well, and maybe they had created them for that purpose to always stay in a warring state that they know they could live in. So again, like for me, I keep on defaulting to a 1984 standpoint because the Alba have to be benefiting, whether they created it by accident or not, but they are directly benefiting from the situation.
Well, I think by benefit, I don't think it has to be as something as direct and like in control as like, oh, we're doing this to like, like we're controlling everything. The Legion don't make a move, like move a foot without us telling them to. Where it's like they created this problem and it's kind of spun off into something they can't really like grab the reins of this easily. But if they play their cards right, they can direct the Legion and sort of use them as a way to get rid of the 86, who, from what I understand, are the initial spawners of the technology they used to create the Legion. So maybe this is their way of getting rid of the Legion or using the Legion to get rid of the 86, which are sort of the only people that could present a problem even if the Legion were gone and the 86 presented, because they're the progenitors of this. So we get rid of the 86 first, and then we find a way to get rid of the Legion.
And I agree. I just don't think it's as much as the point of getting rid of the 86. Like, yes, that's a byproduct that they want to do, but I really think the overarching theme is keeping control over their society and the Republic. So, like, yes, they don't need, like, I agree with everything you're saying. It's just the purpose, I don't feel like, is just to kill the 86, because honestly, they could do that on their own and probably suppress it from society, but it's the matter of keeping this war relevant in a sense. That's the important part, in keeping control over their people. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they need the Legion to keep control of their people.
What?
I think
it's the matter of war.
The Legion makes it so that it's a more hands-off approach, right?
Yes.
The Legion almost does the dirty work for them, if that theory is correct, in the sense that the uncle says, I think in the previous episode, that we don't want to go down looking like oppressors, right? Because like if we do that, the whole shindig's up, the curtain falls down, everyone sees what the fuck's going on behind the control wheel here. So the Legion and the constant state of warring is a perfect excuse to be able to throw the 86 out in front of them and not make it look like we're systematically destroying them, even though they are. You know what I mean? Because the Legion, they're fighting on the front lines, so the Legion can destroy them. And, by the way, none of the Alba are dying in the process.
Yes.
Where it's like, if there is no warring state or the Legion, then if they want to get rid of the 86, it's a way more blatantly obvious the shit that they have to do, you know what I mean, to suppress them, and like more of the people see it, you know what I mean?
See it, and thus they will lose control over the society because more people were, like, that's what I'm getting at. It's all over control of the Republic, in a sense.
Right, no, I understand that's like, but what I'm saying is, I think they're trying to use and utilize a situation that they don't have as much control as they think they do. What I'm saying is the Legion, like, while they're right now in this state of war, they're like, oh yeah, we'll just point the 86 at the Legion and kind of have them both shoot each other out, or, you know, and then, like, that's that. It's like, okay, but if these Legion, and again, this is all off of this theory that I had, if these Legion are some sort of off-spawn of, you know, the experiments that they used and gone wrong, like, who's to say that once, you know, that if this fighting, I mean, now we kind of have a wrench thrown into this because now we have members of the 86 who have not only survived, but they've, like, left the combat field, which is just an unknown variable. But, like, I guess that's my point, is, like, there's no, I don't think that the Alba government has as tight of a leash on the situation as they either want or probably should, because if any of these variables, like some of the stuff we just saw, get out of control, like, who's to say the Legion don't just start swerving into and attacking this government now? And it's like, well, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on?
I agree with what you're saying, that they don't have that control. But I think the point is that they don't care because, as we've seen, they can wipe them out in a literal blink of an eye. So I agree with you in the fact that they probably don't have control over the Legion. But then again, I would feel like they would know who they created and what they created. And even if it got into a mass of this mass group of minds that could attack and control them, in their eyes, they're like, yeah, but literally we have mortars that can destroy an entire battlefield in less than 5 seconds of a blink of an eye. So it's not, I feel like it's not as much as a threat to them as almost as you feel that they are.
I think you guys are actually more on the same page than you think, because I think at the end of the day, whether they have less of a leash on this than they think, or they have a complete leash on it, they're utilizing the Legion to their advantage, in the sense that it's like, okay, even if we have a loose leash, we're kind of like, the Legion is like the wind and we're like a ship. You know what I mean? We're kind of like gearing the sails to kind of go with the flow, like go with the wind here, and utilize the Legion to like point them at the places that we need them to be pointed at, because like we could kind of like funnel them in through like a cave, as it were, right? Like they're all over the place and we kind of have them out of control. But if we could limit the available access they have to wreaking absolute havoc, we could kind of channel that into fighting the 86 and use it to our
I know
advantage.
we're on the same boat here. I'm just saying, like, it's interesting because I think that presents a lot of direct problems for the Alba government, in the sense that, A, if this Legion turns into anything that they no longer do recognize or can gain any sort of sense over, like, now you've got to it, now you have like an enemy in the unknown.
Yeah, it could get out of hand.
This Legion, you know, who's to say that they don't evolve? Who's to say that they don't learn or grow, or, like, you know, right now,
Which it seems they are.
Yeah, they're this group that, like, needs a shepherd to, like, function properly or effectively, but, like, that doesn't mean they always have to be like that. They're a group of sentient synthetics that effectively can take human minds. I mean, there's no, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and like you said before, it really throws a wrench now that 5 of them have escaped. So now it's really going to come down to how Shin and gang choose to handle this. If they just want to live out their days as, you know, just around the campfire making s'mores and talking about, you know, pastimes and then just dying of old age, or if they're like, screw it, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. And, you know, now that they're off the grid, maybe they find out more that was hidden from them and the audience and the Alba people, right? And they what they choose to do with that is up to them. If they want to expose it, if they're like, oh, the Legion is actually their creation, and now we know that, like, we have a connection to the Legion, so maybe we'll utilize the Legion to aim it in an incorrect way, you know, whatever. Like, they have a lot of options at their disposal now, provided that they live.
Yeah. I mean, what does Elle do now?
Oh, Lena, I don't know.
Because they didn't die. They just said they're not found anymore.
Go to them, maybe? Her link isn't there anymore, so maybe she, like, goes to find them, because it doesn't seem like she's doing much else.
She, again, I kind of feel like she'd have to go after them, but only because it's like, you know, like we were saying in the last episode, it's like, what, are you just going to go, like, stay here and just keep doing what you were doing? That seems like kind of counterproductive to, like, your whole stance here.
And what slap of the wrist she gets for, I mean, essentially nuking all the Legion, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm assuming we're going to see that back.
Well, that's, they would have to find out. I mean, okay, she could lie, I guess, to them and be like, no, they all died in that battle, because nobody but her saw them escape, like, go off the grid on that monitor.
Sure.
So, and if they all already believed that they were all going to die, they don't need a whole lot of convincing.
Sure.
But then again, the game is like, okay, if they're all dead, then I'm assuming the government's going to be like, well, load up the next batch 86 and get them on the field. And it's like, okay, but now the current group of 86 are still a variable, because they're still out there. And who's to say they don't, like you said, maybe if they decide to, like, come back and fight for, you know, does Lena go with that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. A lot of questions. Well, we have a couple episodes left, so might as well get to it here. If you guys enjoyed this reaction today, this video, make sure you guys are smashing like, subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell. If you are new here, it is absolutely free to do so and takes not more than 5 seconds of your time and vastly helps us so you don't miss any future live reactions to 86 and the others that we cover on the channel. Comment your thoughts down below as well. What did you think of this episode? What did you think of our reaction to it and our review and conversation afterward as well? We kind of integrate a little bit of like a mini podcast after the reaction if you haven't noticed by now. So hopefully you guys enjoy these post-episode discussions on what we think the show is going to do going forward and what we enjoyed, what we didn't, etc. Let us know, though, what you have to add on in those comments down below. And hit us up in the description so you can follow us on social media. The links are there. We also have our Discord if you want to join and talk to some of the brilliant people that we already have. It's a good way to get in contact with us as well. We have our main channel, the AOA Show, if you want to catch things like video essays, skits, vlogs, podcasts, reviews, etc. That's all there for you guys to enjoy. And our Patreon as well if you want exclusive benefits to the show, namely early unfiltered access to 86 live reactions among other live reactions that we cover on the channel. So if you're tired of all the filters, the lowered volume on YouTube for us having to dodge copyright, a great way to bypass that and watch it early is to hit us up on Patreon so you don't want to miss that and you're supporting the show while doing so. So that's all I got for now. Thank you so much for watching, but until next time, we will catch you all on the flip. Peace.
Peace.
Ninjas and samurais, blaze of the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start, my hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard, left them in one piece, no